All right, let's move on from Team USA. A quick reminder of the breaking news from Woj in the Bay Area. Steph Curry has agreed to a 4-year, $215 million extension with the Warriors. The deal would make Steph the first player ever to have two $200 million contracts in a career. The last year of Steph's deal will be worth over $59 million, according to Bobby Marks. You remember when people were worried about the last year of Chris Paul's salary when he signed his contract? That seems so quaint. That was in, the low 40s? $59 million in the final year of his deal. I mentioned a little bit in the last segment that, to me, this was an example of a superstar making a point about how confident he was in the front office by doing this now and not playing the, well, let me wait and see what you do game. So what do you think, Zach, the Warriors should do with this confidence going forward?
I think they should feel great about it. I mean, this is Steph Curry's choice. He looked at everything they did in the draft. He looked at their team. He's been consistent every time he's asked. I want to play my entire career for the Warriors. I want to play, and we have this tendency to, people just say stuff. They say, no, he wasn't just saying stuff. He wants to play his entire career for the Warriors. What they should do going forward, look, we got to see how Klay looks after 2 years, lost to injury. We all miss Klay. The Warriors miss Klay. Is this team good enough as it is to contend for the championship? Joe Lacob made some emphatic comments the other day saying if we're not good enough to win the championship, we just drafted 2 teenagers. Everyone wants us to get veterans. Hey, if we're not good enough to win with Steph, Klay, Draymond, Andrew Wiggins, that's on all of us. We should be good. Look how much money we're spending. That's TBD. But if Steph, Klay, and Draymond can be Steph, Klay, and Draymond, watch out.
Watch out for what? Watch out for what, Zach?
The Golden State Warriors.
You don't see them as title contenders? You still think they have to add another piece, Perk? That's what he's saying. He's
what's the other piece? What other piece are you magically plucking out of the thin air to add to this team?
Well, I'm not trying to add no piece out of thin air. I was trying to see what you was talking about because at first it seemed like you was on track, but just on the wrong train. Now come hop on the Perk Express. Here it is. What I'm trying to tell you, Zach Lowe, is this. Look, Steph Curry is Steph Curry. He's going to go out there and put on the show. Before it's them winning championships with the team that they have right now constructed on paper with Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, we don't know how Klay Thompson is going to come back. This is a guy that is coming back off a torn ACL and an Achilles tear. He haven't played up and down competitive basketball in 2 years. Draymond Green has showed us that he has a decline in his game offensively.
Absolutely.
He's not the Draymond Green that we saw before Kevin Durant when he was putting up those 30-point nights in the playoffs. And by the way, Kevin Durant is not walking through the door anytime soon. It's not a knock on Steph Curry or the Warriors. I feel like they will be in the playoffs before it's winning the title, especially with the direction that the West is going in. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, it is going to be interesting. Klay himself has said, don't expect me to be 100% of myself at the beginning of next season. In fact, he might not make the very beginning of next season. He might come in maybe a few weeks or a month in, and it will take him time to adjust. We have watched this with every player that has had a major injury. He's had 2 of them. There are conditioning aspects. There is just sort of getting back into the rhythm of the game. I do feel that when it counts toward the end of the season, Klay Thompson will be there. But, injuries are injuries. As we learned this year more than ever, you cannot predict how things will go.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.